Welcome to Kindergarten at Capri Elementary. I am Principal Carrie Lankin, and I am going to go through a few slides to give you a general virtual kindergarten orientation. Please note that when we are able to fully return to school, we will have a live kindergarten orientation for all families at that point. For now, just take a look at the slides, look at some of the pictures, and understand that we're going to do the best we can with distance learning, and you'll get so much more information from your actual teachers next week on Friday the 14th when they contact you and welcome you to their personal classroom. For today, this is just an overview of what a typical day in kindergarten will look like when we are able to return to school, hopefully sooner than later. This is a schedule that shows you more or less what a day looks like in kindergarten, starting with opening activities in the morning. Teachers break students into groups by their abilities to instruct them in small groups for language arts, reading and writing. There's a nice long snack in the morning, a time when the children go outside and eat whatever healthy snack they have brought from home. They get to play and socialize with their friends. And then they come back, and typically we do math instruction and English or Spanish language arts development, depending on the needs of the child. We have a 40-minute lunch break, and then we come back in after lunch. We do read aloud, some quiet time. Then we have our social studies and science rotations, and what we like to call choice time, where students are able to play quietly using different manipulatives, pretend play, imagination play, and get to socialize inside the classroom with their friends. And then we have dismissal at 2:20 officially, but we do start dismissing and packing up and lining up the children in kindergarten a little bit earlier in order to give teachers time to get them where they need to go when school is officially out at 2:20. The next slide shows just students lining up on the blacktop. Now this is more of a picture of older students. At Capri, our kindergarten students come directly into the kindergarten area. You're able to walk them in starting at 7:45. Again, this assumes we're back at school. And they do play and wait on the kindergarten play area for the kindergarten teachers to come out and get them at 8 o'clock, where they are lined up, and then they go into their classrooms to start the day. This is what it might look like if your student is in a small group for writing or journaling. And this shows you what language arts and reading might look like. Some students will be reading at a small group table with the teacher. Some will be doing independent work on their own or with partners. This is what English language development or Spanish language development would look like. We do have many intervention and trained teachers and volunteers who come in and work with students on their English language development or Spanish language development if your child is in the dual language program and is learning Spanish. This is another part of our day. We do calendar, we teach number sense through the calendar, many read alouds. We have programs where our older students come in and partner up with our younger students to help them with certain things. Every day we have math, and math is taught whole group and small group using many hands-on manipulatives and things to engage the children. We have a few pictures of lunchtime where the students eat at tables with their friends, and when we do return to school, we will have many healthy salad bar options and hot lunch options for our students to purchase. In the afternoon, as I mentioned, we have social studies and science rotations. And then, of course, we do have technology. Each kindergartner will have their own iPad. The iPads will go home in student materials pickup next week. When we return to school, of course, the students will have their iPads at school, and kindergarten students keep their iPads at school. We're only sending them home now because of distance learning. We have specialties, and they look a little different at each school. At Capri, for the year ahead, we know we will have yoga and garden, and we will definitely have art and science. Music and PE are going to be taught by our own teachers this next school year. We have a program called Track at all 9 of our Encinitas schools. It's our social emotional learning program, and students will receive instruction in the social emotional learning each week, as well as new focused instruction on equity and inclusion. We have many special days in kindergarten where we bring in things like firefighters, or we bring in farm animals, or we have days when there's certain dress-up days, and project-based learning where students will study a topic of interest and create things to share with families and friends. When we are back in school full-time, dismissal is at 2:20, Monday through Thursday, with the exception of Friday, which is always a minimum day. Students are dismissed on Fridays at 12:45, and that allows our teachers to collaborate and have grade level meetings in the afternoons on Fridays. At Capri, we will have YMCA care after school and before school when we return to a regular in-person learning model. And your student is dismissed with their class. The teachers will walk the students either to the after-school program or out to the front of the school, where you will pick them up as you drive through in your vehicle. Here's some information for you if you're looking to contact me. There is my email, carrie.lankin@eusd.net. Here's our PTA president, Lonnie Miller, and her email. Here's one of our district nurses, Karen Schuff. Claudia Felix is our school service secretary, and she greets you when you come into the office. You can email her with any questions about registration or other things pertinent to your child's class placement. Office manager is Lori Underwood, and she also can take emails and help you find out the answers to the questions that you may have. And our reading specialist, Audrey Critchlow, is also available by email to answer questions you might have about your child's reading. So I just want you to remember that when we come back in person, we will have a full in-person kinder orientation for you. And by that time, I'm sure you'll have lots of your questions already answered, but it will be nice to get to know you in person. I wish you a very, very happy day. Stay safe, stay well, and I will be virtually in touch as often as I am able. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.